Marco, can you tell me a bit about Achataya Picci?
Yes, well, my father began 50 years ago as a hobby, because his former job, he was a fashion stylist. He designed dresses for women. In this job, I'm lucky because to do the balsamic vinegar is mainly a matter of patience and passion than a study. You don't have to study to produce the balsamic vinegar. And even until 25 years ago, I was an aircraft pilot. And I chose to stop and to work with my father first with the restaurants, and we had the opportunity to enlarge the production of the balsamic vinegar, and now mine is one of the bigger acetaya in Reggio Emilia. I have about 1,000 barrels here, and I'm the only one that only produce the traditional balsamic vinegar.
Could you tell me the history of the product of balsamic vinegar?
Well, the first document talking about a product named balsamic vinegar are in a diary of a monk dated 1046. It's at least 1,000 years that in this area is made the balsamic vinegar. But the name balsamic means that was used mainly as a medicine than as a condiment. It was used for stomach disease, for many things, but not to cook. And in the last century, even until the end of the Second World War, only the noble, the rich family could have the acetaya, because the acetaya needs a lot of room, a lot of barrel, a lot of investment at the beginning, a lot of time to wait. And all this for a product that is not clear for which purpose was made, because it was not used to cook. Just in the last 40 years began to be used on cooking, and my restaurant was one of the first that study about how to use it on cooking.
Excellent.
I have a lot of visitors, and I like to transmit to them that to make the balsamic vinegar, the traditional balsamic vinegar, is mainly a matter of patience and passion. It's only the passion that moves a man that wait for minimum 12 years, and for a final product that is only the 2% of the original amount of cooked grape must.
Yes.
For each, you have to think that for each 100 liters at the beginning of the process, after the cooking, it remains just 40 liters. Then with a 10% of evaporation each year for 12 years, at the end, if you are lucky, you can sell just 2 liters of traditional balsamic vinegar.
And that would be the 25-year-old?
Oh, this is few hundred grams, but we just stop at 12. It's almost incredible to think that it remained 2 after 12 years, and so we won't calculate the remaining after 25 years.
And tell us a bit about your tours, people can come and visit.
Yes, there are a lot of people that come to visit my acetaya from everywhere. Yesterday I had people from Australia and Colombia. Today I have people from Sweden, US, and so on. Yes. I have every day, I have daily visitor.
Yes. I've seen some 100-year-old balsamic vinegars. Does it improve?
Well, it's very hard to think that it's possible to age a balsamic vinegar for 100 years, for many reasons. First, with a 10% evaporation of water each year, after 50, 60 years, the balsamic is so thick that it's not possible to use it. Even if I can make a very old balsamic vinegar, I have to take more of the 20% that is the usual taking, just to add more of the younger to let it usable. And older is the balsamic, smaller is the quantity available. In my acetaya I have 956 barrels, but I have a 60 years old balsamic, not 160, but is in a little barrel of 2 liters of capacity. Even if I make 4 bottles, it doesn't matter for my business. This is the one I use for the Palio. The Palio is the competition to know who has the best balsamic vinegar. But now there are no less than 600 people in Reggio Emilia that produce the balsamic vinegar, even just for their own use. They have just 1-2 batteries at home, but everyone bring their product for the Palio. And so even in the last edition we tasted more than 500 different balsamics. Mine is a good product, always reach the 12 finalists, but to reduce the original number to the 12 finalists, this product is tasted 6 times by 5 people each time. The product is good, they eat 2 spoons instead of 1. I also won the Palio, but at the end the product was gone. And so it's not possible to commercialize a very old balsamic vinegar. I can tell you that some of my barrels are 150 years old, but I can't tell you that my balsamic is 150 years old.
Yes, yes.
And however, the consortium, the PDO, certified that the extra old is just minimum 25 years old. Then it could be even 30, 40, maybe